How does a player that by all accounts was too small for his position, a player doubted by a lot of people coming into the NFL, become this?
They rush forward, throw for it. He's hit, he flings it away on fourth down. Aaron Donald got there.
Aaron Donald is the Michael Jordan of football.
He may be the best defensive player we've ever seen play in this league. Wow. And I know that's saying a lot, but he may be.
Aaron Donald is an NFL legend. He worked relentlessly and became one of the most dominant and physically imposing players the game has ever seen. But growing up, you'd never think he'd end up here. He was just a chubby kid who didn't want to do much of anything.
What was Aaron like as a kid?
Quiet, reserved. He was chubby, a little lazy.
You know, I always wanted to have muscles. I just didn't have the work ethic to do it. So any snacks that was in the house, I was eating Pop-Tarts, Twinkies, cupcakes, like anything. I was just nonstop.
He was a good kid, man. I tried to break him out of laziness with chores. Trash was still on the floor and the steps was half done. So I said, I got an idea for you. Starting Monday, you're going to get down there and you're going to start lifting weights.
Archie Donald forced his lazy son to work out, and, well, he immediately fell in love.
Started working out. Sometimes we wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 in the morning. Then it came to a point in high school we used to wake up 4:30 before school.
He started wanting it more than I wanted it, and then I knew I had a little something. But the more that he started taking off in that gym, the better and better he became. I led him to the well, and he just ran with it.
At an age where most kids weren't lifting a finger, Aaron Donald was outworking most adults. And as he grew older, he found somewhere to put that training to use.
He started playing 8th grade football. Guys were doubling and triple teaming him. And it was kind of sad to see at 7th, 8th grade guys doubling and triple teaming him, but that was the only way that you were going to be able to block that kid.
By the time he got to high school, he was physically ready for varsity football, but he hadn't truly learned the position yet. That's where his coach, Damon Gibson, stepped in. He helped AD rebuild his technique from the ground up, turning a strong athlete into a fundamentally sound defensive tackle. Come graduation, Aaron Donald was a good prospect, but he was still overlooked. Most colleges didn't really bother looking his way. But that mattered not, because there was one school that was fascinated with him, his dream school, the University of Pittsburgh.
When I brought Aaron in, I sat him down and I said, Aaron, now you're going to be redshirted this year. You're not going to play, and we're going to develop you and you'll be a great player for us. And he said, yes, sir. And about 3 days into practice, Greg Cattuso, our defensive line coach, came over to me and said, are you watching the same thing I'm watching? I said, yeah. Make sure Aaron's ready to go week 1.
I just go out there and trying to play fast. I know there's a lot of people that's going to doubt me because of my size. I'm not the tallest guy, but I just go out there and play football, trying to do what I can do to help my team to win.
Aaron Donald spent his first 3 years sharpening his game, and by the time his senior year came around, the whole world saw the fruits of his labor. In 2013, he went off. 59 tackles, 28.5 tackles for loss, 11 sacks, and 4 forced fumbles. He was the best defensive player in all of college football. However, NFL scouts were skeptical. A 6'1", 285-pound defensive tackle wasn't the prototype.
You know, I had my best year yet, you know, ended up winning a bunch of awards and, you know, having a lot of success. But again, it was back, I don't think he's the biggest guy. I don't think what you did in college is going to translate to the NFL.
But then the 2014 NFL Combine happened, and Aaron Donald quickly erased the doubts. Elite 40 time, elite bench, elite everything. Paired with his tape, it was obvious that he was one of the best players in the draft. And one team in particular was completely sold.
With the 13th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the St. Louis Rams select Aaron Donald.
Weight lift off your shoulders, you know. I tried to be tough and try to hold the tears, and I just melted. Something I've been dreaming about since I was 5, and it came true. But I got a lot more work to be, because I want to be great, so I'm going to work my butt off and know what I got to do, so I'm ready.
The Rams' decision to select Aaron Donald was questionable on paper. Their D-line was already one of the league's best, and here they were spending a top 15 pick on a position that they didn't need to fill. But their belief in him outweighed the logic. And from the beginning, it was clear why.
When did you realize you were special?
To be honest with you, I felt like I dominated in OTAs my rookie year. I had an amazing camp. My first game against the Vikings, and I remember the first time I was in there, get in my stands. I see a light stand, so I know the guard's pulling. I just shoot it. Pew. Boom.
And he knocked back Peterson for a loss of 6 yards. Aaron Donald, tell you what, we have mentioned Aaron Donald's name a lot. He is going to be a force.
By week 5 of his rookie year, Donald had become a starter, and his impact was instant. He galvanized the Rams D-line, stopping the run and collapsing pockets. He ended the year with 48 tackles, 18 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles, and 9 sacks. As a rookie, as a defensive tackle, he made it to the Pro Bowl and was named Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Defensive Rookie of the Year is Aaron Donald.
And just like that, the too small narrative was dead. In the following years, he only got better. First team All-Pro in 2015, as well as Defensive Player of the Year runner-up. Then in 2016, another All-Pro nod and another Defensive Player of the Year finalist finish.
Aaron Donald cannot be stopped.
You better watch yourself. I'm gonna let you know once. I'm gonna let you know once.
Individually, Aaron Donald was great, but as a team, the Rams weren't. They ended that same 2016 season 4-12. A strong defense wasted on one of the league's worst offenses. The Rams organization was not trending in the right direction. So, the front office made a bold decision and fired head coach Jeff Fisher. And they replaced him with someone younger and way more promising.
Breaking news here on NFL Network. The Rams have a new head coach, and he is the youngest head coach in the history of the National Football League.
There's excitement in the air out in Los Angeles, and Sean McVay is the reason why.
With Sean McVay leading the charge, the Rams turned it around immediately, and it gave Aaron Donald room to go off. 2018 was arguably the greatest regular season by a defensive tackle ever. He had 25 tackles for loss, 41 quarterback hits, 4 forced fumbles, and 20.5 sacks. All this while being double-teamed on 61.4% of his pass rushes. His 2018 campaign wasn't just dominant, it was unprecedented.
He wants to throw. He's under pressure. He's sacked. Ball comes out. Aaron Donald knocks it loose. Picked up. Ebucom returns it for the score. Scoop and score, Rams.
The Rams as a team matched his form, going 13-3 and reaching the Super Bowl, where they faced off against the defending champions, the New England Patriots.
Super Bowl 53, the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams, right here on CBS.
But on the biggest stage, they crumbled. They played awful. The Rams defense did all they could, limiting Tom Brady to just 13 points. But a 3-point performance by the Rams offense killed any hope, any momentum, and any chance the Rams had of winning.
And the Patriots have won their 6th Super Bowl title. Yes, it's still a dynasty.
The worst ending possible to what would have been a dream season.
In my mind, we were supposed to win this game, but we didn't. They made more plays than we did, and I felt I wasn't there when we needed a big play, and we lost. We fell short, but I'm gonna get better, find ways to get better, and I know we'll be back. So we just gotta keep working.
The following year, the Rams regressed to 9-7 and missed the playoffs. In 2020, Aaron Donald was as dominant as ever.
Aaron Donald is the most dominant player. He's more dominant at his position than any other player is at their position.
But it didn't matter because a total team collapse against the Packers in the divisional round ended their season early. Yet another year of individual brilliance with nothing to show for it. By then, Donald was 30. He was in the back half of his prime, with no guarantee that this team would get back to a Super Bowl. So, in January of 2021, the Rams front office decided that something big needed to change. Something needed to galvanize this team. And what they did next shocked literally everybody.
Breaking news here on CBS Sports HQ, and it is monster news. Detroit is dealing Matthew Stafford to the LA Rams in exchange for 2 future first-round picks, a third-round pick, and Jared Goff.
The Rams traded away their future draft capital for Matthew Stafford. The message was clear. They wanted to win now. As for Aaron Donald, he had one more monster year left in him.
Well, this is Aaron Donald time now. And there's Donald.
There's not a player in the league that we play that we pay more attention to on the defensive side of the ball than Aaron Donald.
It was right over Max Garcia. Watch him just get into Max and dump him right on Kyler. Kyler's like, what is going on?
They ended the regular season 12-5. In the playoffs, the Rams steamrolled the Cardinals, scraped out a clutch win against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, and in the NFC Championship against their divisional rival, the 49ers, they punched in their ticket to the Super Bowl.
Snap back to Garoppolo. Pocket crumbling. He spins out. He's hit. He's wrapped up. He flips it forward. It's tipped. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. Aaron Donald got pressure on Garoppolo.
Up to this point, Aaron Donald was incredible yet again. He had an incredible regular season and he was great in the playoffs. But it was in the Super Bowl against the Bengals where his legacy would truly be decided.
The silver of the Lombardi Trophy will be won by either the LA Rams or the Cincinnati Bengals. Super Bowl 56 getting ever closer.
This time, the Rams were favored to win this game. They were the more balanced team, and they had home field advantage at SoFi Stadium. Everything was aligned perfectly. All Aaron Donald had to do was finish the job. This game started fast. Both teams went back and forth, trading blows. At the half, the Rams led 13-10, but their momentum was starting to shift the other way. Just seconds into the third quarter, Cincinnati took over.
Going deep, and it's caught by Higgins. And just like that, in 12 seconds, a 75-yard touchdown.
Now down 17-13, the Rams responded by turning the ball over at their own 17. The game was starting to slip away. Aaron Donald knew he had to step up, and he did just that.
3rd down and 3 from the Rams 11. Burrow calls for the snap. Rams bring 5. He hitches. He's hit. Aaron Donald gobbles him up. Sacked outside the 20.
He forced a field goal and limited the lead to only 20-13. The Rams responded with a field goal of their own, but after that, they stagnated. Down 4 points, they just couldn't find a way to break through the Bengals defense. But Aaron Donald and the defense kept bailing them out, forcing punt after punt, until with 6 minutes left, Stafford and the offense found themselves with one last shot.
Caught! Who else? The Triple Crown winner cannot be stopped. Pass. Caught! Got it! Touchdown!
That drive, capped off by Cooper Kupp, put the Rams up 23-20. However, with 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the game, this wasn't over just yet. I mean, after all, the Bengals had one of the most dynamic offenses in the league. Anything could happen. The last drive by the Bengals started off strong. A 17-yard catch, then a 9-yard catch. It was 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line. They were practically already thinking about overtime because they didn't need much to tie this game up. Well, at least they were, until Aaron Donald ripped the script and proceeded to have one of the most career-defining drives, maybe ever. On 2nd and 1 while double-teamed, he and the entire Rams D-line pressured Joe Burrow, forcing a throwaway. On 3rd and 1, he shoved the lineman aside with one hand and stuffed the running back with the other. He didn't allow him to get a single yard. Then came 4th and 1. Aaron Donald was put one-on-one to call game. This scenario was what he had dreamed of since he was a little kid. And in one play, on the biggest stage football has to offer, he turned his dreams into a reality.
Aaron Donald got there. Donald takes his helmet off in celebration. He signals to his ring finger on his left hand. And you can build that man's statue out SoFi Stadium right now. 23-20 is the final.
He didn't win Super Bowl MVP, but everybody on that field and in that stadium knew that he was the difference maker.
It's the best feeling in the world, man. God is great. I wanted this so bad. I dreamed this, man. I dreamed this, and it's like, it's surreal. Look at this. Look at this, man. I feel amazing. It felt amazing, man. It felt great.
That night, he cemented himself as one of the greatest defenders in NFL history. The following 2 years, Aaron Donald remained at an elite level. He was a Pro Bowler in 2022 and he was first team All-Pro caliber in 2023. However, after that season, and after a decade of dominance in the NFL, he decided that he was done.
I just feel like it's nothing I didn't get to feel as an individual success to team success. I feel every low and every high that I can feel from the game of football. I feel like if I wanted to play, I could still play at a high level. It's just the passion to play the game is no longer there for me. The best way to say it is I'm full, I'm complete. I'm satisfied with what I was able to do in 10 years, and I think it's time for me to, at 32 years old, to retire from football, and that's time to move on.
Aaron Donald is the epitome of talent meeting hard work. He never missed games. He never took a play off. He never made excuses. He's been double-teamed, triple-teamed nearly every snap of his career. And still, he broke through anyway. He left the game as one of the most decorated players football has ever seen. Defensive Rookie of the Year, a Pro Bowler every single season, 8-time first-team All-Pro, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, and most important of them all, a Super Bowl champion.